So according to consumerreports.org, the best-selling brand of chocolate chip cookie is just regular Chips Ahoy cookies that you buy at the store. So I'm going to show you how to make homemade chocolate chip cookies instead of just going to the store and buying them. So me and my mom like to make these around the winter time when it's cold outside to bring to holiday parties or just to enjoy at home. So the first thing you're going to do is preheat the oven at 375 degrees. And you want to make sure you preheat it for like a good 10 to 15 minutes, because if you don't preheat it well enough, then your cookies are going to be softer or burn or whatever. It could be a lot worse. And it's really important to preheat instead of just putting it in for like 10 minutes longer, because that'll mess up your whole recipe. So then you want to gather all your materials, like measuring cups, spoons, spatula, baking sheet, and all your ingredients. And then you want to tie your hair back and wash your hands so you don't get sick. And then you want to gather your ingredients. So we have 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and you measure the tablespoons with this inside. And you can use these cups or a cup altogether. And then you have 2 sticks of softened butter. You want to make sure it's soft so it's easy to mix up. And then you have 3/4 cups of baking soda. No, that's wrong. And then you have 2 large eggs. I didn't bring real eggs because I didn't want to like them to get bad, so I made little paper eggs. And then 2 cups of chocolate chips. So, after you gather all your ingredients, you want to start by mixing the dry ingredients, which is the flour, baking soda, and salt. So in a smaller bowl, you put in 2 1/4 cup of flour. My assistant's going to do that for me. And then 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of salt into a small bowl. And then for liquid ingredients, you're going to add your 2 sticks of softened butter, your 3/4 cup of sugar, your 3/4 cup of brown sugar, your 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then you're ready to mix it up. For this one, you can just like swirl it around and make sure it's all together. And then for this, I figured out that last night my mixer broke, so I had to do it all by my hand. So I'm going to mix all this up until it's nice and doughy. And then once you get it to a nice consistency, you start pouring in the dry ingredients. So you mix that in. And once you mix it to a good like dough consistency, then you want to add chocolate chips. Actually, before you add the chocolate chips, you want to stir in the eggs. So 1 egg and beat it in really good. And then another egg. And then once you get to a dough that you really like, then you add the chocolate chips. 2 cups of chocolate chips, or you can add the whole bag. So once you mix all of this together and you get a nice firm dough, you'll know when it's to a dough consistency because you'll see it. Then you take scoops of it. I use this little ice cream scoop that I have at home, but you can use like a spoon, your hand, whatever you want to use. So then you scoop it up and you put it on here. Last night when I made them, it made about 16 cookies on this sheet. And my mom said that you should put a little bit of butter on it so they don't burn and they're easy to take off. So you just scoop them on there. And then you put them in your oven. And you let them bake for 9 to 11 minutes or until they're golden brown, however you like them. And then once they're done, you take them out of the oven and you put them on a drying rack, cooling rack, for about 10 to 15 minutes until they're ready to eat. And however you like them. So, yeah, and then you have chocolate chip cookies. So different ovens vary on times and everything, so just make sure you know what kitchen you're in. And then whenever you're done, you can eat them and enjoy them. So in conclusion, when making chocolate chip cookies, all you have to do is get your materials, prepare your kitchen, mix everything together, make dough, put it on your sheet, bake it, and then let them cool, and you can enjoy cookies. And instead of buying cookies at the store out of a package, you can make homemade cookies now. And the recipe is on the back of the chocolate chip cookie box if you don't know how to do it, or you can look it up online or something.